there lived in Jerusalem a wise prophet named Anna. She had spent most of her long life worshiping at the great temple. One morning, a young woman entered the temple grounds.
Hello, young worshiper.
You're Anna, the prophet.
I know who I am. Do you know who you are?
My name is Martha.
It is refreshing to see somebody so young here to worship so early.
Oh, I'm not here to worship. I have too much work to do today.
I see. Worship is my work, and my pleasure too.
Great, Anna. I hear you have been fasting and praying at the temple every day for 84 years. Is that true?
It's true. Some of the newer selections of the temple were actually built around me. I've been waiting for the coming of the Messiah, but I will have to wait no longer.
The Christ has arrived? Why didn't somebody tell me?
Somebody just did.
Are you sure it's the Christ?
Girl, I am Anna the prophet. I was not the only one to see the child, though. My counterpart, Simeon, was there too.
Lord, I can now go in peace as you promised, which you have sent for all people to see. My eyes have seen your salvation, which you have sent for all people to see, one to be a light to the Gentiles and to the glory of your people, Israel.
Simeon has always liked to make speeches.
Did you say the Christ is a child?
Yes, Martha, I like to call him the Christ child. The good news was not delivered to prophets or the people who worshiped at this temple, but the good news was delivered to shepherds.
Did you hear what I heard?
Yes, and heard what you heard. Let's go to Bethlehem and see this child the Lord has told us about.
I feel like dancing for joy. God's message to the shepherds? Why didn't they tell someone powerful, someone like King Herod?
Herod is no king. He was elected by the Romans and would be jealous of anybody who would be called the legitimate king of the Jews. Once he found out, he sent his soldiers to find him and kill him.
How did Herod find out about the child?
From the 3 wise magi astronomers who were following the child's star, Herod asked them to tell him where he was, but they fooled him and went home another way.
You've told me about Simeon, the shepherds, and the Magi seeing the Christ child. When did you see the baby?
That's my favorite part of the story. His parents brought him to the temple, and I instantly knew who he was and who he was to become. May I hold the child? This is the Holy One, the Messiah, the one who will save the Jews. I will speak of this gift of God for the rest of my days.
Sister Mary and my baby brother Lazarus to see him.
He is in Egypt. The Egyptians took them as refugees in danger. He will live there safely. And I have a good feeling that you, your sister Mary, and your baby brother Lazarus will meet the Christ.
How could you know that?
Girl, don't you remember by now? I am Anna the prophet.
Kept her word and never stopped telling everyone she met about the arrival of the Christ. She was right, of course, about Martha, Mary, and Lazarus meeting him years later. They couldn't stop talking about Jesus and his inclusive love either.